The 2012 Paralympics ended in London last week. Now, during the Games, a group of Korean and British musicians with physical disabilities joined forces to hold a series of concerts as a way to celebrate the Paralympics. Their purpose was to send out a message of hope for a world free of discrimination and prejudice against the physically challenged. And in our next story, we take you to the scene of their concert.
A performance brightened up the darkness of an autumn evening. Londoners were blown away by the performance by a group of people all the way from Korea.
Just say it's very inspiring and it's really good show. So
it's just really awe-inspiring. I was very moved and touched.
Your players are wonderful and such warm, lovely people. So I really enjoyed the evening. So thank you very much for it.
Those who received thunderous applause from the audience was none other than performers from the Beautiful Mind charity who practice love to the less privileged by carrying out a diverse range of cultural activities.
영국이란 나라가 패럴림픽을 시작한 나라입니다. 그래서 장애인들에 대한 관심이 굉장히 높고 정책도 발전돼 있는데 이런 나라에서 우리가 영국인을 감동시킬 수 있는 뷰티플마인드의 이벤트를 갖게 돼서 무척 감동적입니다.
Who exactly are these people who flew 9,000 kilometers just to give a performance in a foreign country? On September 4th, a group of people gathered at the Incheon International Airport. They had heavy-duty luggage that looked like instruments, and overall, the luggage looked overly special to say that they were setting off for a trip. The group of people accompanied by people with disabilities was the Beautiful Mind musicians. The Beautiful Mind charity is a philanthropic organization that pursues cultural diplomacy based on efforts to assist the less privileged segments of societies around the world. The organization holds performances with diverse themes, and all proceeds go to charity of the regional community and local social welfare organizations. Various artists gather to overcome the barriers of physical disability, ethnicity, and national borders.
우리 한국국제교류단과 외교통상부는요, 2008년부터 테마형 문화외교 사업이라는 것을 시행을 하고 있는데요. 이 사업의 취지는 이 문화예술에 대한 국내외의 관심을 제고하고 또 국제사회에 글로벌 코리아의 그 기여 의지를 알리고자 하는 것이 주된 목적입니다. 특히 이번 공연은 2012년 런던 장애인 올림픽을 맞이해서 한국과 영국 그리고 장애인과 비장애인 간의 서로 간의 이해와 우정을 도모하고 또 국경을 넘어서 민족, 인종까지를 뛰어넘은 대화합의 장을 만들고자 하는 취지에서 기획이 되었습니다.
The following afternoon, after a full 24 hours since they left Korea, the musicians are at rehearsal for the first concert. In the city of London, where the 14th Paralympic Games were being held, a concert that brings together both people with and without disabilities is to be held shortly. Taeuk, an 11-year-old who has been visually impaired since birth. A dozen or so musicians, including Taeuk, are getting prepared for an incredible performance.
오래됐죠. 장애인 음악인들과 함께 다큐멘터리를 찍는 그런 계기가 있었는데 그때 제가 너무나 감동을 받고 제 자신이 낮아졌어요. 역시 음악은 세계적인 공통어이구나 그런 생각이 듭니다. 그리고 특히 그 사랑이 가득 담긴 음악을 할 때 사람들도 감동을 받지만 저희 연주하는 우리 자신들이 더 감동을 받는 것 같고요. 저희는 처음부터 감사, 그리고 끝나고도 감사, 정말 행복한 연주와 또 행복한 또 활동을 하는 거에 대해서 많은 사람들에게 알리고 싶어요.
In the concert hall in which both the performers and audience are thankful for this special event, there was one man who struggled to carry out his performance, the 31-year-old Kim Kyung-min with cerebral palsy.
제가 일란성 쌍둥이거든요. 쌍둥이인 거를 몰랐어요. 애 낳기 전까지는 저 시험을 낳자마자 또 애가 보기 시작하는 거예요. 그때 저를 낳을 때 어머니는 기절한 상태였고요. 제가 없는 줄 알았으니까 제가 똑바로 나오지를 못했어요. 엉덩이부터 나와갖고 의사 선생님께서 조심스럽게 꺼낸다는 것이 머리를 다친 것 같습니다. 그래서 선천성 내성마비 장애를 가지고 태어나게 됐던 것 같습니다.
Since birth, Kyungmin had to live a twisted life against his will. However, one day, he was drawn into the melody of the piano coming from a piano academy next door. And he sat in front of the instrument as if it were his destiny. After strenuous endeavors, he was actually able to play the piano. He created a UCC to let people know of his miraculous changes, and like that, the pianist with cerebral palsy came out to the world. Finally, the concert began. Taewook, who cannot see very well, has an ability to hit the right notes on whatever instrument he plays. With such an ability joined by passionate efforts, he gave a fantastic Kayagum performance despite his young age. The performance that was well received by the audience was the one blending the Korean and Western instruments. It was a time in which the folk music of a small country of the East caught the audience with its charms. However, it was indeed Kyungmin's piano solo that received the most spotlight. Although it is difficult for him to move around or talk in daily life, in front of the piano, he seems no different from the non-disabled.
아주 어렸을 때는 말을 할 수도 없었고 주먹도 펴지지가 않았어요. 그리고 사디는 완전 뒤틀려 있었어요. 저희 어머니께서 지속적으로 운동을 시켰어요. 제가 맨날 울면서 운동했던 기억이 납니다. 아직까지도.
Having a disability is the same as being stripped by opportunities to be part of the society. That may be the reason why the disabled place themselves into further darkness. However, when they come out and show the world that they too can do something, we are deeply moved as we can imagine how hard it must have been for them and how much effort they would have put into it.
저는 이런 음악을 참 사람들에게 알린다는 그 역할을 주어진 게 큰 참 영광이고 뭐 감사라는 말밖에 할 수가 없고 우리가 먼저 즐길 거고요. 여러분 청중들도 함께 사랑을 가득 받는 음악을 즐길 수 있다고 생각합니다.
Meanwhile, other parts of the city were in the midst of the 14th Paralympic Games, and the table tennis team event was being held between Korea and China. The games were meaningful for those who shared the same sufferings.
장애가 있다고 뭐 특별히 못할 것 같지는 않은 것 같아요. 장애가 있다고요. 하고 싶은 걸 막을 순 없죠.
오늘부터 때 아주 열광적이고 화끈한 무대인 것 같습니다. 우리 선수들이 아주 경기장에서 열심히 땀방을 흘리고 있는 것 같습니다. 한국인으로서 아주 자랑스럽게 생각하고 있습니다.
Today is the last day of the concerts. Prior to the concert, Professor Euna Park, who discovered Taewook's ability and is currently guiding him through his musical learnings, gives him last-minute advice.
선생님 아니었으면 이 자리에 없었을 거예요.
우린 준다고 생각하지만 솔직히 받는 게 훨씬 더 많아요. 그거는 해보시면 알 거예요. 네, 그래서 베푼다라는 말은 어떻게 보면은 말이 안 되는 것 같아요. 베푸는 게 아니라 가르쳐주면서 오히려 많이 더 배워요.
Those who are more fortunate help out the less fortunate, and those who do not have physical inconveniences help out those who do have them. This is how we live. Within such sharings, we learn about love and the values of life. These beautiful minds gather to deliver warmth to this world, and these people are personally setting examples. We see the beauties of the world through these people who have overcome their difficulties.
Yeah, it was really inspiring. So I know now if you put your mind to it, you can really do anything.
It's inspirational. You know, I thought it was magical the way they'd done it, and it was unbelievable. Just really good.
I thought it was extremely inspiring to see those musicians who, despite their disabilities, can create such wonderful music, and it shows you what dedication and perseverance can really achieve. So I've been really inspired today.
When I am down and oh my soul so weary.
우리의 어떤 삶을 지탱해주는 가장 큰 힘, 살아갈 수 있도록 해주는 가장 강한 에너지, 그게 희망이 아니냐. 그래서 특히 이제 저도 어릴 때 이렇게 시각장애를 당하고 지금까지 쭉 살아오면서 희망이 있었기 때문에 살아올 수 있었던 것 같고.
저기 입체가 불편하다고 생각이 불편한 건 아니거든요. 자기 자신에게 좀 더 냉철했으면 좋겠어요.
Music was our passion and our dream, and no amount of barriers were going to stop us pursuing it, and nobody else was going to do that for us, so we did it. You have to do it for yourself.
많은 사람들한테 좋은 어떤 표본이 되는 그런 연주단체라는 것을 느꼈고, 좀 더 열심히 하고 또 계속 오랫동안 하면은 우리 정말 모든 사람한테 뷰티플마인드, 아름다운 거를 심지 않을까 그렇게 생각합니다.
세상에 굉장히 많은 우리 음악을 필요로 하는 친구들이 있고, 또 이런 음악을 통해서 그들이 삶의 방향 전환이 될 수 있는 아주 작은 계기가 될 수도 있고.
As musicians, we want to play in big halls and very famous halls, and we've done that, and now I think it's time for us to share our talents with students, especially because they are the hope for the world, and I want to show them Korean culture, and also that Koreans have lots of love to share, not only Hallyu. So this is the beautiful concert and the beautiful world that we consider as a main concert.
Just where the London Games had been held this past summer, a series of concerts that voiced out the passion of those with disabilities were held. Through these people who have aimed high over a long period of time, we picture our own hopes and dreams. Their continued challenges that send love to the world are much worthy of applause.